See what our, it's Tuesday morning. Ooh, ooh, there. Is that what's actually loud online?
No,
right
she's editing that over there.
Oh, okay. All right. Good morning. That's what she's editing, huh? But it makes it weird when you're hearing that and you're,
See, I just don't even.
You don't even pay attention. I keep thinking that's
No,
what
I'm
it
looking
is.
at the inside of this house, this new construction.
That's not mine. That's not the one that I have for sale there.
Epicon Bayou?
Yeah. I've got a couple of them for sale there. Okay, so you guys were recording that when she was there.
Yes.
Ah, gotcha. So.
Yeah, they're just
Now, what I had to talk about this morning before I go on the air, I need people to donate to my campaign.
That's what we're talking about. I'm going to do that.
I know.
I don't want
So
you-
look, I didn't wear my
want you to
purple
donate.
necklace. I've worn that purple necklace every other day for everything. But, so this morning, when I went to go put it on, I realized, you know what? I should be wearing this one instead. You know what this one is?
What is that one?
Look at, can you tell what it is?
It's a kitty.
It's a little kitty. So my grandmother had breast cancer.
Aww.
And she had hanging in her house that picture. You've seen it, that poster, you know, back when we all
Of
had
the
those, of the cat hanging.
Yeah, I had it.
And so when she was going through her breast cancer treatment, my grandfather got her this necklace. It's called a hang in there kitty. It's a little kitty.
It's so cute.
Isn't it so cute? And so I've always worn it, you know, like when you just need that little bit of hang in there, it's all going to be okay. And so I realized, you know what, as I'm going through this campaign, when I'm going through it, you know, my dad's about to have his surgery, and I've got friends going through it right now, you know, friends with family members going through it all right now. I'm like, you know what, it's not purple, but it signifies the same thing. So
Absolutely.
anyways, people go donate.
No, I love
Go
it.
donate because it all stays local and it all goes to help the families.
I just don't want you to have to dye your hair purple.
So that was the brainchild of a couple special people. She said,
She is very, very imaginative.
That purple would be great, which you saw Mindy was the first one to comment too. So I was like, yeah, Mindy, if I come walking in and I'm like, so guess what?
Check this out.
It's because I went and did the whole purple thing.
No.
But here's what nobody knows. I've had it purple before.
Really?
Yeah. So when I was in high school, my hairdresser had, you know, what do you call it when somebody's learning? And the person that was learning had done the color.
Not an intern.
And, yeah, what's it called?
An apprentice.
So yes.
Yeah.
So she forgot me with the color on my hair.
And it was magenta.
It was eggplant. But, you know, on dark hair, eggplant for just a little bit has some, looks good with some little highlights, all that. Well, so she kind of forgot it. And I went home that day, and I remember walking in, and my dad was fixing, because I remember walking in, and he was fixing something with a hot water heater. And he turned around, and he looked, and he did that little double take thing. And my dad, bad words don't come out of his mouth a whole lot. But it was, and this is a running joke in our family now, is what the, like did you do to your hair? Because it was
So did your dad?
actually eggplant. Now, the purple for this is not exactly the same, but
Does it
like I
wash
said,
out?
well, it depends on what kinds you use.
Yeah.
I will have to say I'm in it for the cause, and I will go purple.
She'll do it.
But it won't be the permanent. I mean, because then it's got to grow out. This is kind of a lot of hair to grow out.
Well, and then you'd have to cut it, and you don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do that. So
No, a little temporary
I did walk
hair
in
color.
today, and Kathy said, "Did you cut your hair?"
I know,
said,
but it's
no.
in a pony.
This is high pony
It
day.
kind of almost looks like a little, like a bob.
After this, I'm gonna leave to go out to the to Bulow because we're looking over spots. So here's my other plug because I don't have enough fundraisers going on at one time. Yeah, the other plug is get your Dragon Boat registration in now because we've already started assigning spots out there at Bulow.
Okay.
So if you want a great spot, you got to get your registration
Well,
stuff in.
Shine and I have a
going out
great
there,
spot. We're going to be on the stage.
I know, you're going to be right up top, able to watch everything.
Yes.
But we're going out there today to meet, to really look at all those spots, and I've already had, our sponsors have already been assigned their spots, and we're starting to let teams come out and choose their spots and stuff like that.
Yes.
We actually have to talk about real estate.
That's why we're here.
I can need to drink some more coffee.
You're all plugged in.
Okay. For sale by owners. I'm talking about for sale by owners and why it's good to use an agent instead.
Yes. But you know what?
Our roof looked like a no-show.
Talk about the buyer.
Not sure what that
using
means.
An agent.
293, Shy and Kathy. So we've got Trish in here, the real estate expert.
She is, and we're actually having real estate conversations.
Trish.
And I think I threw her like a weird dog leg.
She did. I was ready to get here and just start talking, and then she goes, "Well, but talk about this." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hang on."
Well, see, I don't even know. Okay, so you go ahead and open the conversation. Then I'm going to ask
you can ask her
my
question. I'll
consumer
see if I
question.
can answer it on the fly,
yes,
right?
Yes.
I'm normally pretty good at that, but watch if she stumps me.
I'm going to sit back here and just get the buzzard ready. All
That's
right.
right. But that'd be great. So today we've been talking about this buyer's market that we have right now, which we do, you know, I talked last week about how many more listings we have coming to the market. So for buyers, they have so much to choose from out there. So it kind of dovetails right into for sale by owners, which is a fabulous thing to talk about, right? Everybody thinks, you know what, I'm just going to save some money. I'm going to do it for sale by owner. I'm going to stick my house up on Facebook. It's going to sell, and off I go.
But are they really saving money?
Well, here's the thing. The statistics show from the National Association of Realtors, do you know that the average sales price for a for sale by owner was $185,000, while the average price for a home represented by an agent was $245,000, which is a difference of $60,000.
Way more than a 3% commission.
Way more than a 3% commission.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of reasons that go into that. The primary one is because, you know what, you're pricing your house wrong.
Right.
You're going off of some of these online estimates, we'll call them, that are not correct. They're not actually looking at the market data for your market, your specific neighborhood,
right,
and crunching those numbers like an agent does.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you're selling yourself short on that, or the other thing is you're spending too much money getting the house ready for the market in areas that don't recover that money versus having an agent come in and say,
you just
need
to do this,
you just need to do this, this, and this. Small things that are going to make a big difference in that sales price on the other side. And then here's a big issue is we live in a very legal world right now, and having to cover all of those legal bases is a huge, huge part of this. Right. And having
Definitely
somebody,
I wouldn't want to do.
No.
Right. You know, do you know if your house was built before 1978, which you have to have disclosed and what you have to have attached to a contract?
Oh, wow.
Does the general
no.
public
Why
know
would
that?
we know that?
Exactly. Do you know if you have a septic tank, what you need to have enclosed and what you have to do before you can transfer that property? Wow. There's just so many parts that go into that, and we are there to safeguard and make sure that that 20-page contract is done correctly, that you're covered, whether you're the buyer or the seller, you're covered for everything.
Let's say this. Let's say I'm in the market to buy a new house, okay? I find a for sale by owner that I'm super interested in. Can I come to you and say, hey, will you be my agent, buyer agent?
Sure,
and help me with this for sale by owner?
And we do that all the time. And what we do is then we call that for sale by owner and say, will you honor a buyer's representative? And some for sale by owners will, some won't. And you know what? Then we have to tell that client, okay, because it's always in the best interest of the client. If that's the right house for them, you're going to have to call and talk to that person directly. But here's the other thing to remember. Buyers don't want to talk to the sellers directly all the time. They don't want to negotiate with that seller. And here's another big thing to remember, because we talk about realtor safety all the time. And every other day there's another headline of something that happened with a realtor out there. When you're selling your house on your own, you're inviting every person out there that happens to see it online into your house. So, you know, ABD has a spot set up down there where you can go meet people that you're selling things to online so that it's a safe spot.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Yes.
Did you not know that?
I did.
Yes.
I actually did know that.
Well, when you live with them, you don't.
Some of us aren't that lucky.
When you're selling your home yourself, you're willing to invite anybody in the door. What are you doing to vet those people? As agents, we know what we're doing to vet people before we show up and walk and meet them at a house.
And all we're doing is trolling them on Facebook. You never know what
That's
you're
right.
getting.
You never know what you're getting, but you're sitting there inviting all of them into your house. They can walk through and scope that house, you know, never mind your personal safety, but the safety of your home also. So, you know, we have Craigslist scams still going on around here with, you know, I talked one time about one of my properties that was hijacked by a Craigslist scam. It's still happening every day out there.
That's
People are out there doing these things. And when you're putting your phone number and your house out there for the world like that, that's just another risk that you're taking. Whereas when you have an agent, we're setting those showings up for you. We're handling all of that for you. And we're vetting those people before they come in your home.
Let the professionals take care of the real estate.
That's right.
That's the deal.
I mean, you let us take care of the radio. Let Trish take care of the real estate.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's
and you
right.
take care of whatever
Everybody
you're good
stay in their lane and do what they're great at, right?
Stay in your lane.
I drive over the line every once in a while, but then I usually pop back in my lane.
Even on the radio.
Yeah.
Every now. So thank you, Trish, for coming in. We appreciate
Thank you guys. Find us on Facebook, the Trish Leleux Group, and on our website, cenlaishome.com.
Perfection.
I don't know which to take off first, glasses or the headphones.
So you ditched the contacts?
I don't want to say I've ditched them, but I don't know. It's
So
so
Shanna
difficult.
wants to know, okay, how much trouble is it to try to sell and buy at the same time? And the thought stresses
me
her
out.
I don't
Oh,
blame
that's
you.
awesome. That's why you have somebody like us there to help you with it, because we can take that stress away and talk about exactly how we work that. Because in today's world,
Yeah.
it is very rare to find somebody who doesn't have to sell before they can buy. And so we handle that all the time. And this is how we set things up. And we sit down and we talk to people about, here's the different options and the way you can go about
And
it.
timelines.
And the timeline for it, so that you're walking through that process easily.
Yeah. I mean, heck yeah.
You know, it's a stressful time no matter what. But having somebody there that can say, okay, here's how this is going to happen, here's how this is going to happen, and then here's how we set all this up for you,
Right.
so that it can go easy. Now, what is hard with that is sometimes things work out absolutely fabulous, and you can move right out of one house straight into the other house. But a lot of times you're going to have a couple days lag time in there, and so we just prepare people for that. I'll tell you what the best invention in the world was.
What?
Pods.
Pods are good, yeah.
Pods are amazing. Like, why didn't I think of that years and years and years
know.
ago?
It's not that hard of a
'Cause-
thought either.
No, it's not. Instead of living out of a U-Haul or the moving company holding your stuff for how long, you just put it in the pods. You pick them up, and then a lot of times you can negotiate that in as like, okay, we're gonna have them delivered at the new property on this day, even before it's closed or something like that. So there's lots of options there. So thank you for asking that question. I love that.
Yeah.
And that'd be a great topic to talk about next week.
For sure. And then, Shanna, if you want more info, then you know where to go right here.
Give us a call. Give us a call. It's still weird to hear you guys talking out of that. So is she editing out the parts of
She's editing parts that she doesn't want. She's going to send the edited audio to our program director, who will then probably turn it into a promo that can air on the radio. See,
I'm glad it wasn't me that you were asking the Spanish of then. I took French. I knew French.
Took French too.
I could have told you some of it in French, but that's not going to help your margaritas at all.
No, or your cervezas.
Like she said, thanks, you're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
All right. So now I'm going to go ahead to Leleux, y'all. It's a beautiful day out there.
It is. I'm excited.
I know. I'll go check out your spot up there. We'll have it all ready for you.
Yes, and Catherine asked me if we needed a chair for Mr. Bill, who was Shy's friend.
Yeah, because we were having a meeting the other day. She said, is Shy's friend going to be there?
I think everybody thought we were together.
You and Mr. Bill?
Yeah. Because one of the old
wait.
One of the old
Really?
ladies wanted to dance with him, and they came and asked me.
They asked you if it was okay? Aw. Well, we'll have a chair there just in case you have anybody that wants to come sit by you.
I mean, 41.85.
Hey,
Quite the spread.
you know,
I mean, I'm
to each their own.
Yep.
I'm like granddaughter.
Love is
stage
love,
at
man.
that time.
Love is love.
Love is love, man.
I mean, I'm like Anna Nicole.
All right. Yeah.
Bye, Beverly. Bye, Shanna.
Bye, Mom. That's my mom.
Your mom's Beverly?
Yeah, that's my mom.
Your
Hey,
mom-
So my dad
Beverly.
wasn't on there today, but my mom's on there.
I love that. How do you pronounce
Giannone.
Giannone. That's a little
I had
Italian.
a very Italian stepfather.
I love that.
Yeah.
Giannone?
Giannone.